Recording. I hit it this time.
All right, so we're ready.
Ready.
Ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello, gamers and friends of gamers. Welcome to Irrelevant Gamers Discuss, a show where four dudes sit down every week to discuss games and life. My name is EA Skeezy. You can call me Eric. It is August 4th, 2016, and the entire crew is here and ready to roll. First, I got Steve.
Heyo.
Next is Jason.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, and last is Kyle.
Hi.
Hi. We have a great show lined up for you. There isn't a ton of news, but we'll talk about No Man's Sky, Batman, Pokemon, and a new indie game that's beauty has captured a lot of the gaming world's attention. Our Let's Discuss topic tonight will cover the crappiest ideas that developers have put into their games lately. We're going to talk about the shit. We also talking about shit.
All the shit.
And we also have our usual segments, Trailer Time, Colonel Crosstalk, the Indie Corner, and the Dollar Store. But first, let's start the show in our typical way. Here's the scenario. Kyle was in a severe ball pit accident at McDonald's and has complete amnesia. The doctors say he will never gain back his memories. Let's create memories in Kyle's life by telling it right to his face what he's all done.
What? Don't I get a say in what I've done at all?
I'm not really sure.
I mean, you don't remember. How the fuck could you have a say?
That's bullshit.
You
I should at
can
least get
respond
one
to our
memory or
answers.
something.
We'll
Whatever.
get your reactions to our answers.
Okay.
So, Steve, do you want to start with a Kyle memory?
But yeah, I would just be short and sweet. Go to the point. Just be like, dude, just to give you a heads up, I saved your life from a truck about 10 years ago, and you've been paying me $200 a month since. So let's just go ahead and keep that rolling. And there you go, easy $200.
Well, I would just straight up say, well, I don't remember that, so no. I don't think I was that stupid.
Yeah,
you don't know now. It was a debilitating injury.
Oh, I remember now. We cut it off right at the 10th year, so we're done. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with no memory, no recollection.
I don't know you. I don't see you.
I something just random. I would tell him, Kyle, like you're a failed Olympic swimmer. You got all fat.
Well, it seemed to be doing okay now, at least.
Because you got really sad.
Stopped eating food for months. Just slimmed down.
You started doing charity events at McDonald's, and that's where this accident occurred. You were also an Olympic diver, and that's what happened. You made an extreme dive into the ball pit.
Well, hey, at least I used to have glory.
You just
No,
spent his
you were
rest of
failed.
his
You
life.
never won. You lost all of your important
Wow.
races.
So you just give him like this hurtful past that he'd always feel bad about.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to know.
And before that, Mom and Dad used to make you sleep in a closet.
Well, you know what I'd do? I'd be like, well, I'm glad that I lost my memories because I don't
How would
remember
you-
any
you
of
wouldn't
this,
remember that you lost
and
your
I'm just going to
memory.
move forward. I think that's a good motto in life for all of us. We need to move forward.
Yeah. You and your friend, when you were little, your friend Joe, you guys used to make out.
Where is this
What?
going?
What? Okay, you've added like
Call no
7
recollection
memories now.
again.
I think you're cut off.
Leave me the fuck out of your shit.
Somebody
Yeah,
else tell him.
See that guy over there? That's actually your husband.
Wow. Look at
He
this
missed
guy.
you.
Awesome scenario. Awesome.
was. It didn't work as well as I had hoped.
Jason just took the opportunity to just basically never see me again. He's like, I don't know you. Whatever. Fuck
Yup.
you.
Peace, dog. Good luck. Good luck with the rest of your life.
I wasn't in it, and I don't plan on it.
And like say that Kyle was like a butler for, just a butler.
Butler.
For free.
That one Butler competitions.
Nah, I'd probably tell him you were actually born a chick, but your mom really wanted a boy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you, but you've been really strange ever since. Now's your chance to come back.
We need to knock this off.
Just move forward.
You
What are we
can't
up
become
to?
the woman again.
Okay, what are we up to? Steve, what are we up to?
Dude, I don't know. I'm up to nothing. I got. I've just been in a gaming drought, man. I'm ready for No Man's Sky. Fuck, Rocket League, RimWorld's still fun, but I mean, as for gaming, it's been kind of a drought for me.
That's no good. I feel bad for you.
I tried that Bastion game or whatever it was called. It was on sale, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. It's just one of those run around, hit A to kill the enemies. And
Well, how much of it did you play, first of all? You played like 10
I got
minutes
through
and said,
about
fuck
2
it?
hours.
You played a couple hours? All right. The thing I like most about that game is the narrator. He actually like literally narrates everything you're doing.
Yeah, it was a good concept, and I could see why people who like those games like it. But it just, for me, at least, those little beat 'em ups are kind of hard to keep my interest.
Because you suck at combos. All about the combos in those games.
Yeah, it's because you suck, Steve.
It's an action RPG, not a beat 'em up for being technical, but it's all good.
Okay, well, you could level up your weapons.
And your character.
Steve,
And yeah.
But I mean,
Steve fails at what are we up to? Steve fails.
How do you
Kyle, what are you up to?
What am I up to? Playing Drawful 2. Have learned that it is slowly turning into chat roulette, where every single game you'll probably see a dick. But that's okay. Also, just got a new game for the Colonel's Dollar Store. Cats Are Liquid. Awesome. I'm excited to explain that one. Rocket League and Hearthstone, like usual. And Dark Souls 3, I made a lot of progress on collecting all the shit. Cruising through. I'm using Yorm's Great Machete, which I never used, and it's like absolutely insane damage and range. It's like cheating. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Cool, man.
I do things.
See, Steve, that's how you do what are we up to. That's how
Hey,
you do
man, I told you
Take
what
a
I was
note.
up to. And if you don't like it, fucking shove it, all right?
Ooh, the salt levels.
Jason, what have you been up to?
This week just been playing a couple games, couple older games, nothing new for once. That's why I'm not even gonna do an indie corner this week. I ain't got nothing new for you guys. I didn't buy a new game for once. I've just been
300 to choose from.
I do though, I do. And every time I buy a new one, my girlfriend just gives me this look of disgust. Like, really? You just bought a new game? And I'm like, look, baby, how many pairs of shoes do you have? You know what I'm saying? I don't go into your closet and just be like, do you really need these shoes? Do
I
you
don't
really
have 300
need
pairs of shoes, though. That's
Oh man, I honestly don't. I wouldn't put it past her, man. I wouldn't put that past any woman. I've dated girls with hundreds of pairs of shoes. This last week, I've been playing some Rocket League, trying to fucking get on your guys' level with that shit. Slowly, I do. I miss and whip all the time. But
You hit it backwards. You hit it backwards.
Yes, I do. I got a nice back shot going on. I'm working on it. It's good. Rocket League's fun. Ain't nothing but fun. I'm enjoying Metal Gear Solid 5 again, getting back into that. And then also getting back into Torchlight 2 with mods this time. And man, Torchlight 2 with mods is like, it's right up there with Diablo 3. It's fucking fun. There's so much shit to do. So yeah, that's what I've been on this last week in the world of gaming.
Right on.
And some Payday, I guess.
A little bit of Payday, yeah.
New Payday Infamous levels. So I got myself the Plague Doctor mask, which is like the
Yeah, that
coolest
was
mask
sick.
I've seen in the game. Yeah,
That's a
I'm pretty
really
happy
cool
with it.
mask. I was jealous.
Yeah, I'm happy. So that's what's good. That's what I've been up to in the land of video games.
Nice. For me personally, I have been playing This War of Mine. That's a fun game. It's a little addicting. It's kind of a sim, kind of an action RPG because there is actual sneaking and combat, but basically you're building up your house. It's the middle of some big giant civil war, and you are stuck in the middle of the city and find yourself homeless and with just two friends to scavenge about and find stuff and survive. And it's really dark and grim, but it's a good feeling for the game. It's not supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be real serious. Dog is making all kinds of noise over here. Anyways, but then yeah, it's all 2D side scrolling. You're building things. You're managing everything you build has a timer. You guys die. You're left with only 2 people, which unfortunately happened to me in my last run, which made me rage quit because I suck at the combat. Because if guys see you and they have guns, then you're just gonna die. You get shot, you're dead. Like real life. Sucks. Also been playing some Rocket League with the fellas, Necropolis run here and there, and Transistor just barely. I want to say it was 15 minutes. I just, something came up while I was playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's all I got. I'm done. I have nothing left.
All right. Should we get to the news then?
I guess we might as well roll right into the news unless anybody wants to talk about a game they played that we haven't talked about. But I don't think so.
No. Cats Are Liquid is later.
Been a drought, man.
Yeah. That's what happens. You guys got to start playing all those games you bought on the summer sale.
I know.
Like, seriously.
Tell me about it.
I only got Bioshock pretty. I guess I got
Play it.
Black-
Tell us how it is. We want to know. We have no
I
idea.
played it for a while. It was good. I don't know. It hasn't like it didn't bring me in so much for me to keep wanting to go back to it. I guess.
Nothing entertains Steve anymore. He's becoming
It's just,
a
I
zombie.
need something good, man.
There's no such
You're
thing.
Stan. You're literally Stan Marsh in that one episode. Everything is shit. It's all crap.
Yeah. It's not crap. It's a good game. I just I don't know.
I think
You
it's
have no emotion or feeling left in your soul.
Yeah, that's it.
News time.
New.
Okay, first news story. No Man's Sky. Supposedly, well, actually, officially, some asshole paid $1,300 freaking dollars or something close to that for a disc copy of the game. That's as specific as I can get on how he acquired the game. But he reached the center of the universe by using some sort of gimmick in the game where he mines and sells a specific resource, and he jetlined straight forward 30 hours to the center of the universe. So that's awesome. What do you guys think of this?
The
So,
guy
okay.
that actually leaked it, he did it pretty well. He kept logs and he kept them pretty. He gave spoilers, but he kept it relatively spoiler free. And when the dev specifically asked him to stop, he did. He stopped putting content out there. But if you go on Steam right now or Twitch, there are people streaming. So it's not just him.
That sucks.
Are those people getting like taken down,
I mean, I saw
or
These-
are they like
three
reviewed?
streams up 10 minutes ago. So I'd say that if they are taking them down, they're not doing it very fast.
My wonder is how did he know which way to go? I mean, the universe is so.
He went to the middle, Kyle. You went to the middle.
Yeah, but
should
how do
start
you
at-
know
you
middle?
start at
How do
the
you know
very
which
edge.
way you're facing? There's no compass.
Yeah, you
Well,
should
doesn't
Straight to
know
the
it-
middle,
middle.
man. Just point to the middle and go. Not hard.
Just go to the middle. Just psychically know which direction is middle. Oh wait, there's signs, isn't there? They gotta be putting signs on the planets.
That's what I'm saying. There must be something that tells you a direction, and obviously he went that way.
Well,
Well,
But
you
it
started
is
at
kind of
the
weird. I wouldn't have thought that even with gimmicks or whatever, you would have got to the center in 30 hours.
The center of our universe is actually a supergiant black hole. It shoots out quasar beams and particles of lights and shit. It's actually like the most amazing thing in the universe.
Well, you wouldn't want to go there.
Hell no, you wouldn't want to go there.
I'd go there.
edge.
Sounds cool as
You
shit.
can't go there.
It's basically I think it's like a Mass Effect, dude. I think aliens are using the fucking black holes at the middle of universes like a Mass Effect relay to travel instantaneously, or at least faster than we can comprehend, from one universe to another. And I think that's the particles of light that we see shooting out in a fucking straight line sometimes from the center of the universe. I think that's what that is. I think that's people coming in and out of a giant Mass Effect like relay.
It is just matter getting ripped apart by a black hole and then shot out. So if that was an alien spacecraft, I'd say they're pretty fucked.
Dead. Very much dead.
But
Just got away from me here. We're talking about black holes in our universe.
Black holes and laser beams, man. Get to the program.
hey man, I took astronomy.
So, I wanted to kind of talk about what we know about No Man's Sky so far. I know a few things. Do you guys
I
know a
have
few
not
things?
looked at any spoilers, nor do I want to hear any.
Well, I don't have any spoilers.
I haven't looked at anything. Nothing that dude came out with. I looked at.
Me
I have a
neither.
fun fact. It is about space and space travel.
So I went looking up multiplayer
Yeah,
stuff to see what's all possible as far as co-op or PvP. It doesn't look like there's much of any of that. It seems the only multiplayer encounters will be extremely rare because their universe is that big. And I guess it's kind of like broken up into a big grid. Wherever you happen to be is kind of like a lobby. So people will come in and out as they're traveling through it. It's kind of a cool idea. But yeah, there's no co-op, no joining with people. It's just explore. Do
That
your
kind of
own
makes
thing.
me feel like there's not going to be base building then.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe you just build your own little base.
I don't know. It seems weird though. If you build a base on a planet that everyone can visit, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
If you can't actually, I don't know. It's kind of it'd be disappointing if you can't build a base, but it would. I'd still get it.
I don't know. It's okay. We don't seem too enthusiastic tonight.
I'm not that interested in No Man's Sky. No offense. Not my cup of tea.
I need
I'm
to
taking
see
it
some more
extremely.
combat. Yeah, I need to see some more of the combat before I'm gonna hop up on that game. Everything I've seen so far looks pretty good, but I need to see some more combat.
You're literally just getting the opportunity to control a character and explore a giant universe that randomly kind of generates itself as people go.
Yeah, I have a
So
feeling.
So
I
there's
have a
no
feeling
combat.
Combat's not going to be too crazy.
There is combat. You do get weapons, both in your spaceship and on
And
the
yeah,
ground.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, there's combat in the game, but everything I've seen so far highlights everything but the combat. It's like the developers know they have super shitty combat and they do not want to show us. So until I see some people actually fucking around with the combat, and I see the combat system they have in there, again, I'm not going to be too interested in it. Because there's nothing worse than playing a game that has combat, but has a broken ass, shitty ass combat system. That's horrible.
Well, what's out there seems fine. It doesn't seem extremely complicated. But I mean, graphically and I mean, as far as aiming goes, it's a first-person shooter, and it looked decent. Yeah, I pretty much there's what we know is there's some sort of police force that kind of is in control in random pockets all over the universe, and those are the people that are trying to get you.
Well, I
You
know
gotta be
with
careful.
with the leaks and everything, the people that have checked it out, they've said they're not disappointed or anything, and it's just kind of it's not like it's crazy, but it's not like it's disappointing. It just kind of seems there's a happy medium, I guess, for these people that are seeing the game that have been waiting for so long, and they actually finally see someone play it. They're not pissed about it, so it's obviously not that bad, but they're also not like over the roof excited, throwing champagne everywhere, ready to get this game.
I buy
Right.
champagne before I get video games too.
Yeah, Kyle, that makes sense.
Pretty much before Skyrim, I was doing that.
Popping
Show up to the
champagne.
midnight release. I got the party, guys. Let's do this.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get to the
God's
next
having
news story.
To the next one.
Yeah. Batman the Telltale series, episode 1 came out. Did you guys check it out?
I'm tired of the fucking Telltale games. Nope.
I
Tired of
watched Lyric play a little bit of it.
What did you think of it?
I'm with Jason.
They're not games, man. They're not games. Telltale games always look great, right? Until you sit down to play one, and then you're like, man, I would rather be doing anything but this shit.
It's, you're sitting down and watching / playing a short TV show.
with QuickTime events.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only type of gameplay is like point and click and QuickTime events. That is not fun, man. It floats some people's boat, but not mine. And I've played a lot of the Telltale series too, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've played damn near all of them. And I had to play all of them to say, man, these guys cannot make games. I'm not playing any more of them. Because like their games always look good, dude. They always look good. You look at some screenshots and stories and shit, like, oh man, Telltale Back to the Future game. Oh man, Telltale Jurassic Park. Oh cool. Telltale's Game of Thrones. Oh, they got a Telltale Batman. They all suck. The Walking Dead. They're all the same, dude. So that's my feel. That's my take on the Telltale games is they need to try something new. I know what they have right now is working for them, but it's only going to continue working for just a little bit longer, and then everyone's going to feel the same way I feel about that shit. That shit. There's not enough to keep doing with it, man.
I feel like
I think people, they know that though when they go into it. They buy a Telltale. By now, you know what you're getting.
I think so.
Which is
they
why
were having
their sales have been going down with like damn near every game, is because people know what they're getting and people are getting tired of seeing that. That's what I'm saying. They need to switch their shit up or they're going to be gone.
I thought it was having problems with like actual playing it. Wasn't it like hard to like I thought it was like even with like a super PC you couldn't actually run it, right?
Oh, so they have performance issues as well?
That's what I thought I saw.
Gameplay? Oh, that's no
I
good.
didn't see anything about that.
That's just what I saw. I wasn't entirely sure.
I did hear about frame rate drops. I heard the first like hour of the game is QuickTime combat, QuickTime event stuff. And what else did I hear? You're Bruce Wayne and the Joker's the bad guy, and the Joker seems like he's like super in love with Batman. Like has a hard on for him almost. Instead of like wanting to kill him, he wants to fuck him.
You know, that's the thing about the Joker, though. The Joker never really did want to kill Batman. He wanted to fuck with Batman. He enjoyed the fact that there was someone like Batman, a super cop, running around, not breaking the rules, but breaking the rules. And it was someone on his level who he could fuck with and create havoc. It was a counter to what he was. He never wanted to kill Batman. Just like Batman never wanted to kill Joker.
I'm actually
I like
kind of
Marvel.
concerned though because I mean, you added a word in there, Jason, that completely changed what Eric just said. I mean, the word "with" in terms of fuck with. Like, I mean, is it a porno?
it changes
Eric? What is
everything,
this
right?
shit? I didn't look too much into it.
All right.
What?
Yeah,
The
that
fuck
came
sale
out.
series.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to play it, it's on Steam. I don't know how much. I don't care. It's not for me.
No, I hate those episodic shit too, man. Stop with the episodic games.
I have
Anybody's
to
actually
control
the-
something. I have to feel like I'm playing a game.
I know, right?
It's like a
Some of this
movie
on
that
rails.
makes you get up and touch the remote a few times every 5 to 10 minutes.
It's pretty much what it is. That shit is
All right.
not fun.
So let's get to the indie wonder that kind of stunned a lot of people, even though it is quite linear. ABZU. I don't know how to say it. Abzu, maybe?
Sure,
Abzu.
Abzu.
Abza.
Sounds like a new
Abzu.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a legendary Pokemon you haven't heard of yet.
Oh.
No, it's actually not that. It is a game where you play some sort of robot diver who, yeah, you pretty much, I don't really know the story, but you're underwater. There is a bit of a story, I know that. You're underwater solving underwater puzzles and running from sharks and all kinds of crazy things happening in a beautiful underwater world.
It looks
watched-
gorgeous.
It is extremely gorgeous. I watched a bit of it on Twitch, and yeah, what do you guys think?
Wasn't it the Journey guys?
Yes,
Are they?
Oh,
is it
that's
indie? I mean, I don't know if it's indie, right?
is that not indie?
I mean, they made Journey. didn't they? That
No,
was-
yeah, but Journey was like the biggest indie game for PS3. Yeah, those guys are definitely indie, and that was like their first game as well. So yeah, this you could say it's an indie game, just because it graces itself on a couple systems doesn't mean it's not indie. It did, that's funny. I didn't even know it was the Journey people that made this game, right? Until you just said that. But that's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching the trailer. And which is crazy because like Journey is like a little fucking scarf in a desert and shit. But it had the same tones of beauty and subtlety and just, oh man, just a peaceful, relaxing place you want to be. And I think I'm gonna have to get Abzu just as like a meditation. It looks like a perfect meditative little simulator.
Yeah.
Simulator.
They say it will evoke quite a bit of emotion from the player.
Well, I'm not trying to cry.
You
I
might
mean-
cry at some point.
Well, then I don't, and then I'm gonna refund. That's not why I buy games.
What?
This game made me cry, man.
You don't
Give me
want to
that
have an
money back.
emotional experience.
But yeah, I'm not for sure. I don't know if it's from the devs of Journey, but I've heard a lot of comparison. So I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me.
There's some sad stuff that happens.
But the game's
Also
got nothing.
very
but
happy stuff that happens.
It's got really good reviews. They said it's really short. People have beaten it in like a couple hours.
Yeah, it's only 3 or 4 hours of gameplay max.
But
you can turn it
no
back on
one.
and just
I mean, it
fuck
has
around.
overwhelmingly positive reviews. No one has much bad to say about it. And as much as Skeezy hates reviews on Steam, they are sometimes pretty good indication.
Sometimes, not all times.
Overwhelmingly positive is usually pretty strong.
You cannot go wrong with overwhelmingly positive. Like that is like the prime thing you can get. That's the prime rating. Like I've never seen an overwhelmingly positive game that I consider to be bad.
Yeah,
I know that's still
yeah,
like opinionated, but still, I just don't see bad overwhelmingly positive games because there are so many fucking negative people out there nowadays that a game will never ever ever reach that rating if it's bad.
yeah, exactly.
It's
There you
gotta
go.
be great to get that. So
So everybody should try Abzu, or if their friends have it, go over there and play it. It's only a couple hours long, but it's beautiful.
Tell them to get out of the room.
I might be crying.
All right, let's have Let's have the Colonel Fats kick off this next story about Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. They accidentally threw legendaries in the game. At first, it came out as a big, like, this guy cheated, he hacked legendaries into the game. And then I saw some stories pop up where people are like, yeah, you could totally hack legendaries into the game. But any of the people who were doing that were actually doing it, like, on their own. They basically, like, set up their own Pokemon Go server, so it wasn't the one that everyone was playing. And then they hacked. You know, you can make anything. I mean, the Rock's in the game for people. Like, he's a Pokemon, the Rockamon. But really,
Yeah, but,
they
like,
accidentally, though, did throw legendaries into the game on accident, and, like, a few people did get them. And they're like, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to do that. And they're like, nope, taking your legendaries. You don't get them. Because they wanted to keep the game balanced and fair, which I could understand. So, I mean, that's kind of the story.
Okay, I'm not gonna call you a geek for playing Pokemon Go, because it's a video game. We all got our fucking games that we love. All right, but like, if you go so far to hack your Pokemon Go, to take yourself off the official server just so you can have some legendary Pokemon that don't exist, that none of your friends are gonna give a shit about, just for bragging rights about your friend, like, that is taking it to a whole new level of nerddom right there. Like, why? What? Why don't you just play the game?
I think they're doing it to, like, fuck with people, because what they're doing is they, like, made, like, 9,000 CP, which is unheard of, legendary Pokemon, and then they post them on the internet. It's like, look what the fuck I caught. That's crazy. And then
Okay,
it
so
stirs
yeah,
up all this shit.
Yeah,
and then
okay. I
that's
see.
what
They're going
they're
on
doing.
Reddit, posting that shit. It's like a little EP war.
It's like, look
All
what
right,
I did.
all right,
And
I
now
got you. Yeah.
Pokemon's go. The company's got to go, no, we didn't do that. But then what's funny is all these stories popped up, and then it actually did happen. They accidentally leaked it. Some people were catching Articuno, I think, is the Pokemon.
Oh, that was my favorite one from back in the day.
Best
I
bird.
gotta.
Definitely the best.
Yeah.
Coming from the tech side of things, how do you accidentally put legendary Pokemon in it? That doesn't make sense. I don't buy it at all. You don't
Well,
just accidentally do something like that. Like,
Well, I
if
think
there's-
they're going.
It's not
for
like
what
there's
they
a
said.
button that just says
no,
legendary
Steve.
Pokemon and someone walk
What
by.
that is, that's the same shit we see a lot nowadays with games. It's like the legendary Pokemon, all the Pokemon, they're already there in the game, all right? And it's just a piece of code that they have to then, activate.
But even to activate that piece of code,
Yeah,
that's
how do you
not just
accidentally
like
do
an
that?
accidental thing, right? That's something that happened probably, and then some top execs told them to no, don't do that or something.
Yeah, no,
Like,
you're
that's
probably right.
miscommunication. That's not an accidental.
No, you're absolutely right. That doesn't just happen.
It's ridiculous.
Someone did it. Someone who wasn't supposed to do it did it.
I bet
It's
someone.
funny, man. They've totally killed Pokemon Go. Am I right yet? Can I say that Pokemon Go's dead? Or are we
No, give it
no,
another week.
not even.
Give it another week.
Close. I don't even think it's even close to being dead. They're still planning on releasing the gold and silver Pokemon into the world, and people are still all over catching this shit.
All I
Why
hear is
did-
with the new update that takes away the 3 steps or whatever, everyone's uninstalling it.
That's true. That is pretty big, but it went from, like, what, a 4-star rating or 5-star rating in the store to, like, 1 because of that update. That's, like, huge, but I don't know if it's gonna be completely dead. They're gonna fix it, I hope.
They're killing it fastly, man. That's all I'm saying. The only person killing it more is themselves.
I think what they really need is to just get some Nintendo support. Like, hey, you guys, we're struggling over here. It's kind of over our heads. Can you help us out? Like, I feel.
I don't think Nintendo's the right people to ask.
But they're the ones who can help because they got a lot riding on this because Pokemon's their thing. They can do so much off of this. If this fails, does that kill the Pokemon hype?
My Pokemon hype died a long time ago.
Wow,
I don't
you
know.
sounded like Steve there.
It did though. It died around Pokemon Yellow, around 1999. I think was when it died.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was sad. I put it to sleep. It didn't want to fucking die. I had to kill it. Shoot
Yeah.
that fucking head. Bury it in the backyard.
Jason's got old Game Boy games.
Buried in the back.
I was gonna say. All right,
Okay.
should we move on?
Next news story. Dota 2's The International 2016 started today?
The TI.
Yesterday. Yesterday. No, yeah, it started yesterday.
Have
Started
any of you
the
guys
second.
even ever played Dota?
Nope.
Anybody? Am I the
No,
only
I
person
don't
here
want
who's
to.
played
Nope.
Dota?
Is it an
No,
acronym or
no.
is it a character?
I know exactly what
it's
it
an
is,
acronym.
and I've never played
Well,
it.
no, here it's fine. I'm not going to try to convince you to play it. I'm just going to go ahead and give a little background for those people who have only heard the name but have no fucking idea what it is. Dota is an acronym for Defense of the Ancients. Dota started as a mod to Warcraft 3. Okay, the shit that came back out in like 2002, 2003. And not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, like the fucking real-time strategy game. Okay. And it was just a mod that somebody had threw together and the community loved. They fell in love with it. And that was basically the first MOBA game, was that mod. All right. So instead of it being a mod where everybody had to download Warcraft 3 and then mod it just to play it, they released Dota 2 as a standalone version of it with some improvements, graphically speaking and gameplay wise, that you could just download and play for free. You didn't need to have Warcraft 3 or anything like that. Okay, so it was the birth of MOBAs, which again stands for mobile. Oh shit, what does MOBA stand? Yeah,
Multiplayer Online Battle Arena.
yeah, exactly. Boom. I had a brain fart for a second. And that was basically like one of the first ones, at least for like the point and click PC versions of MOBAs. So that's what Dota is. That's where Dota 2 comes from. You're welcome.
And
Yeah.
holy shit, dude! This is what I was explaining with the correct way to do skins. Remember, I was saying when these people buy these skins, it goes towards their esport event. Well, this is this shit, man. $19.2 million prize pool. Valve put forth 1.6 million. The extra 17.6 million came from the Dota 2 community through skins and the whatnot.
Wow.
$17.6 million.
That is a big tournament. Holy shit. How many teams
Dude.
is the tournament?
Well, it's the TI. It's a lot. I don't know what they're down to now, but it's 18 best teams now. It's started from larger than that, but that's a company that uses their skins for good, man.
They're
Puts it
hats.
back into
Called
the-
hats.
And I honestly, like, if you're looking to make money off Steam, if you just want to sit down, play video games, and actually make money, there are two games to do that on. One is Counter-Strike Go. Get those gun skins, sell those gun skins. The other one is Dota 2. You get skins for your characters and shit just the same, just by playing a match. Just like Rocket League, you get the free shit after the match. Somebody at the end of the Dota match gets an epic item, and a couple other people get normal items. You can sell those epic items for good money. I've made like $30 or $40 off of a couple items, man, back like a year or two ago when the game came out. And that was just off like a random pickup match I played once. Okay, so you could actually make some serious money off Dota 2 if you get really good at it and you fall in love with it and, you try to take it to that next level. You play it all day, every day. You can be making some money off that without winning any prize money or anything like that. No, I know not you.
I'll never be good enough, man.
You'll never
I'm
be
not
Korean enough.
Scrub gaming.
Yeah.
Scrub gaming.
International is happening. I'm not sure who's going to get involved. It's definitely an esport. I don't know if ESPN will have any footage of this. It goes for quite a while.
Yeah, I find it on Twitch. So you're gonna find.
Yes,
But
Twitch.
I think it's a huge up. The game itself doesn't really interest me, but I think it's a huge up to the community raising 17 million for their tournament.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Bravo.
Absolutely. That's a good sign for gaming, is all it is.
Yep.
You
So
wonder why other companies don't have the big millions when it comes to their tournaments.
they keep it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they do these skins and stuff, but they don't put it back into. They just put it in the exec pockets.
Yeah.
I
Steve, I
could
wish
use
you
a
weren't
bonus
cutting
this
out as
year.
much as you are for me. Kind of sucks. Kyle, you were going to say something about Dota before we end it and do the last news story?
No. Not really. I was just I mean, Steve pretty much nailed it. That's just awesome. That's a lot of money raised by just people, and
Yeah.
that'd be an awesome tournament just to be in general.
Yeah.
So, good luck. That's a lot of dough.
What's funny is I like to watch it on Twitch, but I don't really understand at all what's happening and why whatever guys are doing is good because I've never played the game. But then the crowd goes, something happens, and like when you're watching the characters on the screen, you really don't see much. But then the crowd goes absolutely bonkers, and it's like, what did he do? What did he do? Like he did something awesome, but I didn't see it. But the crowd is loving it.
Yeah,
So
the
I just
announcers
go
are
with it, and I'm And he hits the blah 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 blah, and another one, and another one. You know, something like that. Fucking, it's like he did 3 things that I didn't see. Like I'm sitting here watching, but I don't know what he did. I see lots of clicking happening. but
On
it's,
to the
it's
next
awesome.
news.
One more news story. Civilization 6 came out with some details. The game is coming out on October 21st. Their main focus, at least in this interview, was on their AI and when facing the computer. They are tackling their AI head on. They are refining and rebuilding on the series' systems to make for more believable opponents. So basically, I guess playing the computer was easy mode, and they want to make it tougher.
I mean, it wasn't if you played on the hardest difficulty of Civ 5, it was definitely hard, but I think it was hard in a way that they didn't like. It was kind of cheesy hard. But Civ 6 is interesting because they're doing their system based on tiles. Your cities aren't limited to one tile anymore. So I think that's the biggest change. I don't really care about the AI.
I think Civ 2 was the last one I played, so I can't even.
Yeah, dude, I don't even. No, that's like Fallout, man. No, you compare Fallout to Fallout 4.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
think-
seeing what Adamasaur in the chat, he's got more input than we've got. Apparently how it used to be is the difficulty was like they would just start with buffs, it sounds like just they make just more, they have better resources, your spawn sucks. Rather than making them make, smart tactical moves against you. It was
I don't think your spawn sucks or anything, but I know I know it's like cheesy when you play on that highest difficulty because the computer will do things that like doesn't seem right, and
probably just go straight for wonders and whatnot.
yeah, I think they give them little handicaps and stuff that's hidden. I'm thinking what he's trying to say, and which is probably right. They're just trying to make a better AI without having to cheat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys played Civ. I never have. I don't ever want to play a game that guarantees me a multiplayer match that will take longer than 4 hours. Even
Yeah, for real.
I played most of my Civ non-multiplayer.
Yeah.
In fact, I played almost all of it.
I believe you can save it, right? You can save it.
Yeah, you can save single player and rejoin it. That's what's
That's
nice
just
about
that's
it.
just strategy games, man. I mean, both board games and computer games, like any game that involves a lot of strategy, you can't get around it. It's gonna be at least a 2-hour match. Like,
I can't play Monopoly anymore, and I never wanted to do Risk.
how about some
Like, what?
Stratego?
You're telling me we're gonna sit here and look at that board
Stratego,
for
man.
how long?
It's more fun when you have beer.
Well, everything's more fun with beer. Literally everything.
It makes it doable.
Can you think of a thing that's not more fun with beer?
Yeah, dog. I'm gonna be
Driving.
honest. I'm gonna be honest right now. Yeah, hey, there's a couple things. Driving, that's one of them.
Diffusing
Also-
a bomb.
Like, I would definitely want to be a little tipsy if I'm defusing a bomb for sure.
You
But
gotta get those nerves out of the
Nothing
way.
to last.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants whiskey dick. You know what I'm saying? You might have one or two many beers and you just got whiskey dick, man. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
even,
that's-
you can't fuck with that.
Nope.
Well, even whiskey dick with another beer is better than just.
Yeah, but if you got whiskey dick Whiskey dick and beer balls? Come on, man. Can't even.
What the fuck?
Steve's like, I had never even heard of beer balls.
Oh,
Beer
I
God.
like the peanut butter thing with the dog, but instead you use beer. Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, God.
Poor Jack.
Let's move on. We don't want to hear about Jack's inner struggles.
Inner struggles. Okay, fine. News is over. It's the dollar store minute. Colonel hit him with something.
Hit him with the Colonel's Dollar Store Minute. All right, so what I picked up this week for you guys, it was literally $1. I think it still is. I don't even think it was a sale. It's just $1. It's called Cats Are Liquid, straight up. And it's just a 2D platformer. You kind of just got to get to the end of the level, and you're a cat, and you can jump and wall ride up walls. You could turn into a liquid, and spoiler alert, once you get far enough, you can turn into a gas. It's insane. You got to go up, down, left, right. There's spikes. Saw some jumping spikes. It's getting intense. So, yeah, $1 for endless fun with a cat that could turn into liquid. I'd pick it up if I were you.
Well, why didn't they call it Cats Are Gassy?
No, it's liquid because I think it's like a play on an internet meme, to be honest.
I've never been more sold on a game until you said you could move left, right, up, and down.
Bam.
Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking revolutionary, man.
Get out of here, man. They get
No
real
way,
directions.
dude.
You control gravity
That's
by
almost
turning
three
into a
dimensions,
gas.
dude.
You squeeze under small gaps when you turn into a liquid. Liquid also propels you forward with speed. It's an amazing. I was having a ton of fun with it. It was really addicting because it's like, holy shit, there's obstacles and everything. I highly recommend it. I will be streaming it after the podcast and making a YouTube video, so check it
I'll
out
check it out.
afterwards.
Yeah, I'll check it out and see what you're talking about.
Cats are
Cats
liquid,
are
folks.
liquid.
That's the Dollar Store Minute. Boom.
And that means, with the dollar store minute being over, it's halftime. Halftime.
Halftime.
Yes.
Sega.
Halftime means we are taking a break. If you've never played or heard of sports, halftime is the middle section of the game when everybody takes a break and all the stadiums let all the fans go out and spend more money on food and beer. So,
No, dude, I just put the beer in my man purse.
and it's where all the TV companies can start playing their crazy ads that cost millions of dollars, and they can make millions of dollars.
And
Cool.
where podcasters like ourselves can go to the bathroom.
Yeah!
Get rid of those
Relevant
beer
Gamers
balls.
discuss. That is what we are. And yes, Jason has beer balls. He's going to go take care of that. This is halftime. We will be right back. Gonna be right back.
Yeah,
These
I'm
are
gonna turn off
depressing
my
me.
headset during this to preserve what little bit of life it has left. So
Okay, we'll resume. If you want to maximize and give it 10 minutes of charging, if it works that way.
yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Meet right back at 9:10.
Yep, on the dot. All right.
All right.
You guys are depressing today.
You're depressing every day.
Wow.
Not
That's
really.
the
I
point.
mean, no, not really at all.
It's quiet. It's quiet today.
Because I'm trying to shut the fuck up and let you guys talk for once. Always interrupting people and shit.
I think Eric's not as lively, his lively host self.
That is
Happens.
correct.
All right, I'm getting a beer.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in a few.
Pull-ups of life. Joe, would you like a natural light?
No, thank you.
All right.
Would you like a bong rib?
Well, you're actually all set right there.
Well, hot diggity damn, Joe.
I'm about to kill his second. Oh, what a dick. That's a good move. second shot to the face? Or are you gonna kill someone? 9 shot to the face. La-di-da. Good for fucking. Still gonna die. You fuck bitch.
Ow. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, I don't know what to do after the podcast.
Can you watch you play the cat game?
Yeah. And also watch Joe cut his nails.
Joe suggested heroin.
Heroin. You send it.
Good luck getting Joe to do that. Alright, you gotta fix
I'm
this.
feeling felonious anytime soon. I'll get right on that.
Adamasaur in the chat. +1 for heroin.
See?
See, someone's speaking in Joe's language. Heroin,
Adamasaur,
I'm on that right
what should I
now.
play?
What, Steve?
I asked the Adamasaur, what should I play, man? I'm on a drought.
I'm telling you, man. Once you see cats are liquid, you will be
If you
playing
say
it.
cats are liquid, I swear to God.
Dude, it's a cat. He turned into a liquid. He turned into a gas. It's like the coolest thing you could possibly think. Yeah, it's Steam. Steam for $1.
Dude, that's the thing, man. I feel like I got everything, and I still don't want to just...
I got stuff.
I see Abzu, and, like, I don't know. But for $16, like, I don't want to play a 2-hour game for $16.
No, definitely not. Steam game.
This is the police. I don't know. I saw Ko, I think, playing that, but I didn't really get a good look at it. Doom's $30, but I don't want to play Doom.
Maybe you should try the culling again. Maybe they fixed it.
Black Ops 3 is $30.
Yeah, fuck that. If you got that for PC, I would be salty.
I'm getting it. And get the Elder Scrolls Online. Did you play that?
Yeah, I ain't getting that. The Elder Scrolls?
Elder Scrolls Online's on sale.
Well, it's some Civ 5. You have Civ 5. You could play it. Adamasaur suggested Civ 5.
Civ 5. Yeah. I had my Civ 5 binge. You know Civ 5. It's like once you get back on that binge, man. I'd play Civ 5 once these fucks actually play it. Both Fats and the homeless dude behind him have Civ 5 and they don't play it.
I house him sometimes.
I'm in the middle of a different game. Civ 5 will have my load again soon.
How far are you, Joe?
Yeah, Adamasaur, I think the last game I got really actually addicted to was farming legendaries in Borderlands 2.
That was
Ever
fun.
since then, I don't think I've found a game that's like hit that sweet spot.
This guy's fucked. He doesn't surrender this turn.
Yeah, we've been playing
Speedrunners are
speedrunners.
fun.
I don't know what Brawlhalla is.
People have been saying, I see a lot of the
Brawlhalla?
friends that joined my, a lot of my followers played Brawlhalla. What is
Really,
that?
I never heard of it.
It seems to be a punt.
Really?
Really?
Does it seem to be a pun? Brawlhalla?
Yeah,
I
dude,
don't know
that's
what it
like
could
the
pun-
thing, man. So I got like this
no, you
hole.
didn't.
I got like this hole in my heart, man, and I
Yeah,
can't
when I was about to
can't
leave,
fix
you
it.
Son of a bitch. No, you didn't.
See,
Yeah, we literally
Adam's
played
on-
Melee online. We do an online emulator for Melee.
Don't you dare. You son of
See,
a bitch.
I have a great co-op game that
Ah.
Steve could be helping me with,
I have a great body.
but he doesn't want to play
Dude.
Dark Souls with me. I don't
Dude, I
understand
played
it.
Dark Souls tonight.
Dude, I'm crack addicted to that game. Like Dark Souls 2 was, you don't know how much I played that game after you got banned. I played through all that DLC. I basically went through all the DLC, made a new character, and then went through all the DLC again like twice with him. Like I played the shit out of that game. Diablo 3
I
is so
I feel like
just
Diablo
clicky.
3 would keep me. Is that a game you can play solo? The problem is that like people I know have Diablo 3 and they want me to play with them, but I wouldn't want to. I didn't even try the pre-sequel, dude. It was just a rehash of Borderlands 2, and it was made by a different company. Well, a different region of this company.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. They also did the Telltale
didn't-
Borderlands.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of the space theme, like big jumps. I don't like that.
I really wish we would have gotten Mass Effect 3. What is Adamasaur's plan? I just played through level 1.
Yeah, but that's not.
If you wanted to, Steve, I own it, and I would do that. I had only played through with the mage character.
I mean, is that game still $60 though?
I doubt it. I would assume 30, but if it's 60, no, don't get it. Of its kind, I would probably agree. A lot of people would binge on that, but I feel like a lot of the people in the Diablo community said 2 is better. Haha, Adam Thor wants in on a new character. We'll pick a day and we'll drunk stream it. That'll be fun, Steve.
Adamasaur, is that a game I can play solo though? Like, if they're not here, do I have to like play co-op if we want to keep this?
What you would do, Steve, is you would level up a different character. Hey, think of it as Borderlands, but you would go through by yourself as one character, and then you'd have a co-op character that you'd only play like with us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is Diablo 3 perfectly viable to play solo? Like,
I think I would have
Borderlands.
rather played it solo at first, just to learn how to really play it. Because, like,
I mean-
it's got the Borderlands mentality where I think the more players you add, the harder the enemies get.
Like Borderlands 2, I was able to kill raid bosses solo.
Well, that was through cheese mechanics, though.
But I'm just saying it was possible, right? You know?
All right, can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
back.
addicted to loot finding, Adamasaur.
As long as the loot always has a chance to be something better.
If you're addicted to loot finding, man, Steve, I'm telling you, man, one of these times you gotta hop in some fucking Diablo 3 or torch.
That's what Adamasaur is talking about. But I wouldn't want to hop in with you guys. I'd want to do it all.
So start a new character
Dude,
with
I'll
us.
start
Yeah,
a
I'm
new
not trying to
character.
start. I'm not trying to play my level 100 character with your level 1 character. I hate imbalances like that as well. I would start a new character and just do it from scratch. No problem.
Yeah,
I just
need
started a new character last night anyway. The game has.
Yeah, I started one and I'm only about a half hour into it, so I mean, you should just do it.
Wait, what happened to you guys power leveling scads?
That
Kyle's got a
happened.
good character.
He's got a really high level character.
Kyle could be the best in our party.
No.
One really good guy.
I don't know.
I don't like the
Adamasaur,
power
I might try out some Diablo 3. I don't know. I'll see how much it is. The issue is No Man's Sky is coming out, and I'm hoping to play that.
Extremely addicting, dude. Diablo 3. Oh my god. Sucked me in, dude. It was all I did and talked about for months.
Me too. When I started playing it for about a good month and a half until I hit like level 500 or something stupid. I'm just like, all right, you know, I'm too strong.
Like, dude, I'm literally sitting here with my hands on the 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, like I'm about to play it. Like, not even gonna.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know, man. But I gotta believe, right?
There's hope.
What?
I'm talking to.
We're
talking,
looking at. We got the
Talk to
chat
the
going on,
stream.
man.
I don't.
We got
I
the
don't look
chat
at
going on.
this. I don't look at the stream because my internet sucks, and that's just more bandwidth taken away
Yeah, you have
from
a reason.
the Discord chat.
Well,
So
I think
we
should
can
get
end. We
started.
can end halftime now. So whenever you guys are ready to tell Adamistor, we're gonna start up.
Yep.
I
We're
think you
gonna
just told him.
start up. I mean, he's watching the stream.
He can't hear you.
You're not like I didn't
Hey,
like
dude.
specifically go to my OBS and mute Eric's mic only, so the stream don't have to hear that shit.
So if there
I'm
was a
that
dinosaur called the Adamistor, what does this dinosaur look like? You should type that in the chat.
That's actually true, dude. You could just pop out the chat.
Wait, what?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just
You can pop it out. It doesn't have to be in the same frame.
I didn't know you could do that.
Wait, I got one question before you could start, but just let me ask the question. Does Blizzard throttle the download on Diablo 3? Because when I download Hearthstone updates, it takes forever, and I have 150 down.
I don't know. It's a long download though.
Well,
So, like,
I wouldn't,
Diablo
I wouldn't
3,
call
bet
it
you I
that.
could-
I wouldn't call it a throttle, Steve. It's like your download is simply faster than they're gonna ever allow anyone to do. Like, you know what I'm
Deep Ones
saying?
could
Like,
do it just fine, dude.
yeah, but no, I fucked with Blizzard for years. You don't get 150 downloads speed.
Yeah, because it was like a 1 gig Hearthstone update, and it took like 20 minutes, dude. I could download a gig in like 2 minutes.
No, that sounds fucked. I don't know what happened there. That doesn't sound right.
It's
I'll check it out.
It's you or
I
it's
did not
Windows
know
10.
you could pop out the chat. My
Wait,
mind
it's
is
Windows
blown.
10, dude. Let's be
The
real.
worst updates are Payday 2 updates, man, because of the way the game is packed up. It cannot just ever update one little file in the game. It has to
Yeah.
update the entire fucking pack system. So essentially, every time you update Payday 2, you have to re-download the entire game, and reinstall it again. Even if it's just like a 2 megabyte patch.
Yeah, it's not the entire game, but it is a big chunk. The calling does the same thing where each update's exactly like a gig and a half. It's the Unreal Engine, I think. I don't think the Unreal Engine has good patch support.
No, it's not Unreal. I have plenty of Unreal games. It's whatever fucking Starbreeze or whatever Overkill did on it, because Payday 1 had the exact same issue. So I think it's like,
I know the calling has that issue too.
I'm glad we don't plan on discussing these things during the actual show. Thanks. So that was real informative, but thanks. You
Wow,
did-
just started.
Hey,
Hey,
during a
guess what?
halftime.
It will be on the video version, Eric. You can't just think about it in one location.
He doesn't cut the nothing out.
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
Alright, I gotta start a new recording. And there it is. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Irrelevant Gamers Discuss. Halftime's over, and we're going to discuss some shit. This is our Let's Discuss section. And this week we're talking about things in games that have pissed us off. What are the things that have made us rage or just completely stop playing a game or make us actually hit up the developer's Twitter page and send a nasty comment and say, hey, this sucks fucking ass. Or whatever other hateful things you wanted to say to a developer who's lazy and doesn't fix things.
I would like to start off with something. It's not necessarily for RPGs, but it does relate to exactly what we were talking about. And I feel like games, especially nowadays, can one of the worst parts is if you abandon it, and that's exactly what they did to Payday 2 on the Xbox 360. The PC got all the updates, and Xbox, all consoles, just never got anything, just empty promises. And I think that's probably one of the worst things you can do as a developer, is empty promises to your fans. It's going to kill a game faster than anything.
Well, I mean, you can half blame the developer, to be honest with you, but then half of that blame goes to Sony and Microsoft because they charge like $5,000 to $10,000. They charge the developer. Let me say that again: $5,000 to $10,000 to fucking patch your own game once you've put it up there. Okay, so of course they're not going to update it every week like they do on Steam. Because Steam, that's free for them to update it constantly. Every time they develop something new, they can go ahead and get that out there. But for Xbox, they have to pay $10,000 to update their shit. So that's why you only get an update once every 6 months or once every year, because they put 20 of those little updates together to save themselves $500,000. That's what's going down.
I can agree with that, but at the same time, they did promise all updates would get the console,
that's
and
why
that
I said
has
the blame.
not happened.
Agreed. That's why I said the blame needs to be shared. It's not just on the developers. There is part on the developers. You're absolutely right, but part of it is indeed on the bigger consoles as well. They're just fucking it up for the gamers, man. They don't give a fuck. They're trying to milk the developers.
Money.
Well, well, Skaz's example, just to hit exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about Star Citizen, right? They take your money, they promise a bunch of shit, and then they poop on you and say sorry. They already have your money, so what? They're gonna go buy drugs with it. The money's gone.
It's like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Star Citizen is basically exactly sums up getting fucked over on dev promises.
Yeah,
That guy made a lot of money.
yeah, and Star Citizen there. Yeah, that has nothing to do with them not being able to update it enough or being on console or anything like that. Yeah, that right there is entirely on the devs.
And just straight up not going through with them.
And then if you want to look at a company who makes promises and follows through, you look at CD Projekt Red. I mean, they're doing it right. They're coming through with their promises. And
even Blizzard, to an extent, is a really good developer. I mean, for the most part,
Oh, absolutely. That's why Blizzard's been around for over 20-something years. And every single one of their games that they release, let me think about that for a half second before I say this, but damn near every single one of their games is a solid game. It comes out solid. It has some hardcore fans behind it. Whether you like it or hate it personally, that's one thing. But I can't point to a single Blizzard game and say, that's absolute garbage. Me personally, I don't like Overwatch at all. All right, I think that's kind of poopy. I think that's just Team Fortress 2 reskinned. But other than that, and that's like the last new IP that they've had in the last 15 years.
And it's wildly popular.
And exactly, as I said, that might just be me that feels this way. That game is super fucking popular. So it probably is just me that feels. I'm too old. What can I say? But no, Blizzard's quality. They're known for being quality. You don't get Blizzard games and have them fucking come out with bugs like Bethesda games. Bethesda's known for having buggy games.
Yeah,
I will never ever buy
modders.
Yeah, man, I will never ever buy a Bethesda game at launch again. Why? They have fucking blown my trust away. Time after time after time again. They must have shat in my mouth about 4 or 5 days on launch day with the broken buggy game. So that's one of my things that really gets me. As far as RPGs, what makes an RPG horrible, in my opinion, or any game really, is the lack of being able to save whenever, wherever. I don't ever want to go back to save points and save crystals, man. If I see another save crystal, I'm gonna shoot a Moogle in the face. I can't do that shit. I just can't do it anymore, man. They need to entirely get away with that. I understand there are some places you shouldn't be able to save. Like, I get that. You can't save every single fucking place in the game. But damn near. Like how Skyrim did it. I think Skyrim did it well. They have a great saving system.
Quick save.
Just got auto save, quick save, and then you can do use some standard save and load. So they do it well.
You didn't like the old school Skies of Arcadia, where if you didn't hit that save point after like 2 hours, you got to go all the way back to the last one you found?
I didn't.
They always put one before the boss fight. What more do you need?
I need the ability to save every fucking 10 feet. That's what I need, because games freeze. I gotta take a shit. Things happen. I want to be able to save every 10 feet. And with my modded version of Skyrim, I mean, that shit got like 100 mods in there, so it's a little unstable. You know, it plays, but it will freeze up on you here and there. So you got to save often. You know, so in a game like that, if I'm trying to go to save crystal, I'm not even playing it.
That's save scum, man. Yo, I'm gonna keep mine nice and clean. I don't like a bad UI, a shit UI, man. When they fuck up your overall, you know, when you hit that start, and this is especially for racing games. Let's just talk about the main menu UI. You start it up and you don't even know what box to click that was not an ad and is actually like what's gonna take you to the store and all this shit. And
Dude,
it's just a clusterfuck of crap in your face.
Shitty menus.
That shows very poor design and everything to me. And even when your menu, you know, if you have a crafting menu or something, and if there's just a poorly done UI, that just kind of irks me.
Yes, I totally agree.
Slow on entering the UI, like
no,
forcing
not just
you to watch an animation every time. Sometimes some games do that.
They
like, oh, here, let us zoom in for 5 seconds. What were you saying, Jason?
Going with the whole HUD shit. Like, I like to be able to turn off my HUD. All right. Not only do I hate sloppy menus, I hate sloppy HUDs. And if I cannot turn off my heads-up display, it kind of pisses me off. Unless it's like really built well into the game, you know, like it shows your ammo on your gun, like literally on your gun, like some movie. That's pretty cool. I like shit like that. I don't mind that at all. One thing I hate is crosshairs. I'm hardcore when I play games. I never ever play a game with a crosshair. That shit, I hate it.
I turn it off in Skyrim.
I turn it off in every single game, man. I always turn the crosshair off. I turn the auto aim off. I can't use any of that stuff. It messes. Auto aim always aims for like the chest and shit instead of the head. It doesn't. No, man. So you got to go old school with that. So if I can't turn off the HUD, I do suck at Call of Duty. You're right.
Fuck crosshairs. I don't even use them.
I don't even use that shit. I do suck. You're right. I'm running around like having fun, but fucking.
But yeah, I gotta say with the UI though, options. Just have a shit ton of options. Jason's right. If you want to turn off your HUD, any kind of Boolean fucking function you have that turns on and off a feature on your screen on your UI, put it in as a config, man. It's not that hard. It's just it's lazy developing when you don't allow for some of that stuff. It's really not that hard. Yeah, so I just like to see options and stuff. And just to hit up Adamosaur, because I have this gripe. Borderlands 2 doesn't let you skip cutscenes even in New Game Plus, and it makes me want to shoot my face up. Fucking hate that.
I agree with that. That sucks ass.
So here's the thing I hate, and it's kind of specifically to big RPGs, especially open world games. It's when they make you do the repetitive fetch quests in order to proceed. Like, if you want to go out and collect 25 of these stupid herbs and it takes a long time, like you can only go find 1 or 2 at a time, or just something stupid like that, and they make you do that in order to progress the actual main part of the game, that's bullshit. I hate that. Do you guys not just hate repetitive fetch questing?
Morrowind would have been your death.
I was just about to say, that was one of the things I touched on. It's not as relevant nowadays, but if you don't have fast travel in your game, oh my god. I don't want to run all over the goddamn map. 10 minutes of the game is just running.
Yeah, if you don't have fast travel, you need to have some type of vehicles in your game. Skeezy though, man, what you need to play, if you don't like fetch quests and grind and shit, dude, honestly, your bread and butter, you need to get into Witcher 3. None of those quests are grind quests. None of them are fetch quests. Even the fetch quest is like, find 300.
Yo, there's some fetch quests in there.
Yeah. I'm saying, even the fetch quests are done better than most quests that you see in Skyrim. That's like a main quest and shit. Like, everything's fucking fully voiced. Everything goes in a different direction that you're not expecting. Like, you're just going to get some honey, man, and then you show up on some bandits and they're trying to like rape some girl, you know, and you got to like decide if you're gonna like help them rape her or get the honey. You know, it's just some crazy shit. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, and I love it, man. I love it. You know, so get that honey. No matter what, you're gonna get the honey.
Yeah, and another thing that hasn't happened so much, I think teams have been working harder to fix these things, but when it comes to these multiplayer shooters, it's giving the bad players access to something that makes them not seem like such bad players. I'm sure we all
Auto-aim.
remember the noob tube, Modern Warfare 2. You couldn't aim for shit. It didn't matter. You have an explosive that kills like at a fucking 20-yard radius. Some
I
fucking
swear,
time.
that took off a year of my life, the hatred I had for those tubes.
Oh my god. And you would just randomly be standing somewhere or even getting on a flag and a guy would know where to shoot it straight up into the air to make it land on that flag. And you're just like, I got this. I almost have it. And then boom. it's like a frick. And then you see the kill cam and it's a kid spinning around in a circle in the back of the map, launching that shit straight up into the air at a specific cloud, making sure you don't cap that flag, hoping that there's 4 of us sitting on it.
You know, and that shit pisses me off too, because you know they're doing that so that these little kids can get into the game and feel like they're playing and being a part of it and actually like good, you know, and that pisses me off because Call of Duty, man, that's not for kids. There shouldn't be any kids playing that game. I know there are, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all kids, but that should be a mature rated game. There's nothing teen about that, nothing kid friendly about that. That shit shouldn't ever be sold to kids. I mean, but come on now, we all.
I mean, it's rated M, isn't it?
Some of them are teen. Some of them are teen.
Man, you can fucking show yourself shooting a bullet into someone's brain, but God forbid if you show a titty. If one
not
titty
show that
comes
titty.
flopping out, man, oh Jesus!
Can't sell that.
You're gonna
Can't sell
build a
that.
bank.
Censored.
Get the titty or get the honey. Get the titty or get the honey. I still can't decide.
You see titty way earlier than in life than you see fucking someone's brains getting shot out of their head.
Yeah, see, I think a lot of the Call of Duty games were teen. Actually, think about it. But yeah.
I had another thing to add to the whole RPG thing. This is kind of more focused on the culling, and it kind of touched base on what thing Adam sort of brought up in the chat. But like, too much change, too many updates. Like the culling, they had a beautiful game. We've talked about this on our earlier podcast, but they had a beautiful game, and then they completely changed how you played, how everything worked, the combat and everything, and all of a sudden you can't play the game anymore. It's like, what the hell did you guys do? And you got backlash from the community, and they just completely sabotaged that. And it kind of agrees with what Adam was sort of said, which I would agree with, is like when you come out with a sequel to a game and you leave out one of the like core elements that actually made it a good game to begin with. It's just like, why did you get rid of that? Like you change the game too much, you're gonna just lose the point of it. And I think that could sabotage a lot of sequels / games in general.
Like having the main character talk in Fallout 4. Best decision ever. That guy deserves a raise.
I hear some sarcasm.
And then the guy that went out and bought literally the worst voice actor ever. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I got one more, and this happened to me personally, and it really sucks, and it has to do with updates, and this specifically is early access games. Some of these early access games are in early access upwards of 2 years, and you invest a lot of time into them. And I'm speaking specifically of Starbound.
Yep.
I put
Oh, this guy's salty still.
I put
here it goes.
127 hours into Starbound. I built like 3 massive space stations, made everything perfect the way I wanted it. I had bedrooms made out for these fools with weapons and shit in chests. I buried all my best rare stuff way underground underneath an ocean in like a hidden like crypt that I made. Dude, I had a giant cemetery crypt underneath an ocean. It was baller. The only way you could get there was by teleporting or surviving a plunge all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. It was sick. But anyways, 127 hours of my life disappeared when Starbound when 1.0. When they released out of early access, the new version had changed so much that everybody's early access stuff is left behind in simple old save files with no access to the old version unless you're creative and can somehow uninstall the updates they made when it went 1.0. But now they're already at 1.03 or something like that. It's probably complicated. I'm
Well,
upset.
look, I hear you. I really do feel bad for you. I get where you're coming from. I've had that happen to me before too. But you got to understand, for most betas and early access games, that is exactly what they do. And it's not to fuck over the player, it's to keep things balanced when the game actually goes public. Dude, you would have been flying around your spaceship raping fools. Like, it would left and right. Like, going around, like, just owning the galaxy and shit. And so would all you bastards who've been playing that game for 3 years now. And you would have made it unbearable and unplayable for all the new gamers who just purchased this game and are getting into it the day it actually releases. So it's like you got to look at like early access as like your own personal playtime to have the game for a good couple of years and fuck around with it and get good, you know. So when it actually comes out, you can just start, you know, exactly what to do ASAP. But like to kind of expect 1,000 hours of content or you know all that shit to just yeah, a lot of games do it. A lot of games do it wrong. A lot of games don't reset the content, and then yeah, it's just unbearable for new players. I'm not saying they all should. I'm just saying I think this is one of those cases that's what it was for.
Yeah, well, it's just unfortunate in this game's case because it was a builder.
I wanted to see my room,
shit.
dude. I was stoked.
Shit.
But
I saw the one space station. Literally, there were light
So
switch
many
and
hours
security
into that.
switches that it was all wired up perfectly.
Oh my
like you
God.
hit a switch and then specific doors would open. It was,
I was excited to see it. I built a bamboo hut in Starbound, and that took me like an hour. So
it was in an asteroid
God. I was
field in
gonna
the
say,
upper
like-
part of the atmosphere. It was, fuck, it's all gone.
Eric
The thing
created
with early
like-
access though is that they might have actually changed some important code that makes your save file no longer compatible with the game. You know, I mean
Yeah,
that's just the
that's
risk
kinda
you
what
take
happened.
in an early access. You know, it is a beta. You go into it knowing that it's gonna get wiped whenever. Like if at any time it could get wiped.
yeah,
And I mean that's just the way you do it. I mean, you know, when Subnautica comes out, I'm just gonna start a new fucking thing. You know, I don't expect any of my stuff that I did to save. That's early access. That's the way it is. Things change. Major code can change and fuck up a save file. No problem.
It's just unfortunate when the game is in early access that long.
yeah.
Yeah,
no, I hear you.
That's
Yeah.
the problem with early access, dude. That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
great issue.
I think Eric's topic kind of touched on what I said earlier about, you know, empty promises is kind of what early access title is. It's like you
At some
don't
point, it's
know
just,
when it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and at some point, you should just say it's no longer early access; it's just access. You know, they should call it something different after a certain amount of time, because a lot of people maybe thought they were getting in early if they're morons, I suppose.
Right.
But I don't know. It just sucks. man.
So you-
It just sucks, man. It's like pretend you got like thousands of dollars worth of Legos that you built and put together and built like your entire bedroom up with crazy Legos and shit, and someone just came in with a hammer and just busted all of them. Said, "Fuck you, start over."
Hey, man,
no, let's start from scratch and let's build this Death Star.
that's
All right?
what life does to you.
Whoever wants to help us.
all the times, man. You gotta get used to this.
we need to find a good friendly server where people aren't gonna raid our shit.
No, I literally want to build a Death Star replica in that game. So
Oh God.
let's
Well,
make it
Or
happen.
somebody who has experience in setting up servers, like Steve over here.
Me? I think what you need to find is someone with the experience of building circles in a 2D block by block environment.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Let's move on. That was a
All
great
right, let's get
discussion.
to- I was gonna say, let's
There
get
are
to
bad
trailer.
ideas. What are you saying, Kyle?
Let's get to the trailer.
Okay. I'm going to copy and paste this link. But yes, Kyle said, let's get to the trailer, and that means it's trailer time.
Trailer time.
Every week, the irrelevant gamers load up a trailer of a game that Skeezy presumably assumes that Kyle, Jason, and Steve have not seen, and
Put
he
the
makes
link in
them wait.
Twitch. Put the link in Twitch,
Yeah.
Fats.
Yeah, put it there. And I just kind of randomly pick games on Steam or, see what games are coming out on Xbox or PlayStation. I pick a cool trailer. We watch it together. We react. That's what happens. For the live people, you get to watch the trailer along with us.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, let's watch it. I got it. It's up now.
And for the audio people, we apologize. After we're done watching, we'll try and describe what we saw as best we can, but the irrelevant guys are ready, so I'm going to count us down. We're going to go on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, Bishop.
Little bitch.
Marvelous night, don't you say?
One's
Too bad I
spooky.
can't appreciate
Man, why you trying to scare me, dog?
all thanks to you.
The fuck is this?
Why, you ask?
Oh God.
It's a robot bunny?
Oh,
Won't you play with
you're
us?
just a little more observant.
Oh, this looks awesome.
Maybe you just need a little push. How's that new surveillance system? Good. Let's see if it'll put you on the right track. It's time to
Oh my
remember
God, that looks
Bishop.
so good.
Let's begin.
Nope. Boo.
No.
Yup. Oh my God, it's like Five Nights at Freddy, but it's way more real.
No, man, I'm
pretty
getting
bad
sick of
shit.
those survival games like that. I like my survival games with a gun, bullets, and just a scarce amount of bullets. But I don't like these new survival games like Slender Man and Outlast and all that shit where you don't actually get to fight back.
That's because you're defenseless, man. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I love that. Like old school Resident Evil where the whole scary part of it was the controls were so bad that you couldn't defend yourself. So you really
No,
were
that's not-
struggling.
You're speaking for yourself. I could.
Oh, I
pop
got
off
good at it. I
headshots
mean,
in
as a
every
noob,
Resident
those
Evil
games
game.
would wreck you. But that game
No, see-
felt good.
These games are like the old Silent Hill games where you like pick up a fucking wooden plank as your weapon the whole game and just swing aimlessly and like you couldn't actually defend yourself. Those
People still don't
games-
even know what game we're talking about.
I know.
It's called Case Animatronics. That's the trailer we watched. There was that little narrative. I hope you guys could hear it okay. I turned the volume up real high on my PC for the recording. But yeah, you're kind of being talked to by, I'm assuming, that electronic teddy bear looking thing with red eyes. I would describe that as a metal teddy bear, right?
Yeah,
I think it was a robot.
that's the only part that I meant sounded like Five Nights like Freddy. Is that bear looked like one of those same things?
Yeah, man.
Like what? It's
Fuck
like if you took like one of the
fuck
Chuck
that.
E. Cheese band player robots, took more of its fur off of it,
That's
and
exactly what it looked like.
gave it like a glowing red eye. That's what you get.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
what I think
those-
every time I look at Five Nights at Freddy, I think that's Chuck E. Cheese shit, man.
Exactly, because it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of those games fall down the hole of they're more like find the key simulator or where do I go or how do I open the door.
Yep.
Kind of what it turns into, but if you like scary jump scares, I guess, and
If you want to be scared. Because you're pretty much, it looked like you're going to be in the dark the entire time.
I've just heard of people who play those games. You really don't get the experience unless you have like a nice set of headphones or something where you can.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
just pitch black. You really just get into the game,
You
and
don't need nice
like watching
headphones.
streamers and stuff get scared the shit out of it. Like those videos crack me up. It's
Oh no,
like-
that's the only way to play horror games, man. You gotta go down in the basement. You gotta turn all the lights off. You got to get butt naked. You got to put those headphones on and then just get into it.
No, dude, you know what you need to do? You need to get a VR set, right? You need a good VR horror game. But you need to get I agree with your butt ass naked. You need to get butt ass naked, but you need to get in a sensory deprivation tank. You know, like one of them big old saltwater tanks where you float and like so you can't really feel anything anywhere. You just feel like you're floating and it's completely dark.
Hell yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Hell yeah. Sensory.
All right, any of you rich kids listening or watching, that's how you fucking do it.
That's how you do VR, baby.
Rich kids. I don't even know where you got those tanks. They got those tanks somewhere, man. Someone's using them for something.
Rich kids have more important things to do than listen to us. That's poor people listening right now. I'll tell you that.
hey! When's the free giveaway? That's what I came for.
Oh man.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I actually specifically picked this one because it is not VR. We can actually play this game. Anyone can. Currently, it is $9.99 on Steam, and actually, currently right now, it's 10% off for $8.99 till August 10th. So if you want to have the crap scared out of you, get some case animatronics and walk around in the dark, running around away from metal Chuck E. Cheese teddy bear looking things.
Butt ass naked.
Butt naked.
That's the only way to do it, man.
Jason's naked everywhere. He's naked in the basement. He's naked up in trees.
Why do you think we don't have him on cam right now?
Yeah, butt ass naked. If you really want to know. If you really want to know. That's what that wood up there represents.
Yeah, but that is the end of trailer time. Let's get to the next section. Me and Jason are gonna shut our mouths for a little while the Colonel and the
Thanks for
Crossjoy.
reminding me.
They are going to do the Colonel crosstalk, and Hearthstone had an update, so this might be a while. Enjoy.
It's we're gonna try to keep it pretty sweet.
We're gonna keep it brief. Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, Steel. Colonel Crosstalk. Essentially, what we're talking about is if you don't know Hearthstone, the new expansion's coming out. They've released 15 or so of the 45 new cards they're adding, and we're going to basically discuss what we think is actually going to be good and bad, and then we're going to discuss the crazy, weird legendaries they've added. So, Steve, what do you think? Out of the cards that came out, what do you think's the best one, or what would you use?
Well, honestly, I'm kind of underwhelmed by all of it. But we're gonna go with there's a new rogue card, a 5-drop, 5/6. It's called the Ethereal Peddler. Battle cry: reduce the cost of cards in your hand from other classes by 2. Now, the way I see this card working, they already have a 2-drop Husker that gives you a random class card, and they already have Burgle. So that's already 2 cards before turn 5 that can get you up to 3 to 4 class cards in your hand from other classes. Now that's saying this, I'm guessing they're going to add more cards that give you class cards for the rogue. But let's just say that so let's say you have 3 class cards in your hand before turn 5. That's a 5-drop. That's giving you a 6 mana discount. So on turn 6, you could technically play 12 mana. Pretty ridiculous swing in things. So we're gonna see how that pans out. But even at a 5-drop, 5/6, that's a very good stat line.
I agree with that. The stats on that card are what's really makes it stand. Even if you have none, like even playing that by itself with no class cards, it's got good enough stats. You know, it might progress you into the game far enough where you're not completely boned.
Yeah, and you always have those times where you have to play a SI on curve just to stay in the game. But this one's not going to hurt you on curve, so
All right.
I like it. I think it could be cool.
I agree with that. That's going to be fun for the rogue. You could get some really crazy effects. Like, think if you got, you burgled a Tyrion from a paladin and then you reduced it by 2, so you play it on turn 5, and then you play Tyrion on turn 6. It's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, as long as you get 2 or 3 cards in your hand, that's a 4 to 6 mana swing on turn 5.
Oh, that's insanity.
So that's really, really good. So, but what did you like?
Well, personally, I liked. I don't think it's gonna be viable ranked ladder, maybe, but I like this mage card. I'm partial to mage, but I liked Babbling Book. It's a one drop, one attack, one defense minion. That's battle cry. Add a random mage spell to your hand, and as we know, the mage spells are ridiculous. They got another ridiculous one in this, and I think the whole Yogg Saron aspect of the game. I really like that. I like playing the fun, crazy strategies, not like the super legend rank strategies. And I think this is just a fun card. Like even late game, it could save you. You could get like a flame strike out. Turn 8, you play this, then you get flame strike, and actually it saved your ass. You could brawn and get 2 random mage spells. I think it's just a fun card especially with the 5-drop spell that they added that gives you 3 random mage cards. I think it's just kind of fun craziness. At the same time, I know you're going to rant later probably about how randomness is probably making this game not make sense, but I like the fun aspect of it. Will it beat Mana Worm? Not a chance. But yeah, that's what I'd like. Well, we also wanted to talk about how a card that we didn't like. Personally, for mine, they came out with a warrior spell. It's a 3-drop spell. For each enemy minion, summon a 1/1 pawn with taunt. And I think because the meta is so aggressive right now that board clears are kind of hard to avoid. And a 1/1, I mean, the smallest board clear will kill that easily. And I mean, you compare the card. There's a similar card for the hunter that's, summon a 1/1 minion with charge. And I think that is such great value because you can attack with it. These are potentially all just going to die right away. I don't see the value there. I think that card's crap. But what I know you probably think a lot of them are. Steve, which one stands out to you in terms of that card's so garbage?
I want to say there are 2 new cards that have dropped since I last refreshed this page. A druid spell, restore 6 health, summon a random 6-cost minion. So I have a feeling there's going to be a pattern there.
Oh my god, I did refresh. That just happened.
Yeah, there is a warrior weapon, 5-drop, 3/4, unlimited number of attacks each turn, can't attack heroes. That seems ridiculously good. So that's a 5-drop, do 12 damage. Okay. Holy fuck.
Board clear if you're playing like late game warrior. That's insane.
But yeah, we want to keep this. So I don't like the Zubat. Give a random friendly beast, dragon, and murloc +1/+1. It's a 3-drop 3/3. You're running. I like to run synergies. It's a mech. So you're already gonna have a mech in your deck, and you're gonna want to get its value. You're gonna want a beast and a dragon, or a beast and a murloc, or a murloc and a dragon. Dragons are a heavy investment. Beasts suck, and murlocs have better buffs anyway. It just seems like a gimmick, and it seems stupid.
I agree. I think the whole point of that Zubat card is they're going to combine it with that Curator card, which I guess since we both got our cards out of the way, let's talk the legendaries. They've got 5 unleashed. We'll talk Curator first, which I think is the whole inspiration behind Zubat. But it's a 7-drop, 4/6 mech taunt battle cry. Draw, not summon a beast, a dragon, and murloc from your deck. What? So weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. I can't even begin to fathom which class benefits from a beast, dragon, murloc deck.
No,
let alone
it
what
seems...
cards you put in that deck.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to wait for more cards to come out, but it doesn't seem good.
No, unless they start adding like crazy beast and murlocs to this, I don't know what they could possibly do with that. It's too expensive and way too wild of a dynamic. Since we're going with what I think are crappy legendaries, which hype is otherwise, this 4-drop Barnes, 3/4 stats, battlecry, summon a 1/1 copy of a random minion in your deck. Steve, what do you think?
More random, more Hearthstone random, the random game of randomness.
Exactly.
I'm getting to the point where it's hard for me to play this game because I get so angry by losing, not because my opponent made bad plays up until turn 5, but the fact that he won on turn 6 is some bullshit random luck that summoned him some godly creature. It's just,
It's getting
Well,
ridiculous.
I digress.
Like, trying to hedge the randomness with this card, you're obviously going to try and do a Death Rattle deck. I mean, a 1/1 copy of, like, Ragnaros the Fire Lord is the dream, obviously, but, like, you going to put one minion in your entire deck plus this guy? I mean, I don't understand. Like, yeah, it'd be sweet if you got a 1/1 Sylvanas, but it would suck if you're playing Death Rattle and you got a 1/1 Toad. I mean, what's he going to do for you? Nothing. I mean, it's way too risky, I think, for a legend status card. I don't know.
Yeah.
Moving on to, I think since I kind of rank these in my own personal order, I think this card could potentially be somewhere in a Druid deck. Otherwise, I don't know. 3-drop neutral legendary Morose. Stealth. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 Steward. He's also a 1/1. He dies to any board clear whatsoever.
It's
What do
just as good as Protect the King. It's garbage.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he's
rank
not going
it
to
a lot.
survive.
I rank it lower than Barnes. I think Barnes is better.
I think I'd agree. I mean, there's so much that kills this in terms of the power meta. Like, a mage could use arcane missiles, killed. Any board clear, killed.
Yeah, no,
So
it's
bad.
bad.
Like, the only thing that I could see is if you were a druid and you went first and you innervated him out on turn 1. That, I think, is his value. That's what you try and do. And then you just Savage Roar kind of kill him. Right? Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's bad.
It's probably a garbage card. Now, moving on to the cards, the 2 cards of the legendaries that I think will actually be, one of them definitely used, the other one maybe. This guy, Prince Malchazar. When the game starts, add 5 extra legendary minions to your deck. 5-drop, 5/6 demon. I think that's good. In Warrior. Fatigue Warrior. I think, like, you get the extra, or, like, any kind of fatigue deck benefits from adding cards to your deck, I feel. But at the same time, I mean, if you just added that many 9 or 8 drops to your deck, I mean, that kind of sucks. I don't know. It's I think, in the words of Steve, it's a randomness of random. Hearthstone.
Yeah, it's more randomness. I don't like the card. Is it good? Probably. It's not bad. So we'll see.
Right. And I think the card that will definitely see play in easily mage decks and a lot of decks is Medivh himself. Medivh the Guardian, 8-drop legendary, 7/7. Equip Atiesh, Great Staff of the Guardian. It's a weapon, and it's a neutral legendary, which means now every class can have a weapon. And it is a 1/3 weapon that after you cast a spell, summon a random minion of that cost, lose 1 durability. So it's basically the summoning stone as a weapon. As a battle cry.
You equip a summoning stone. Very good. I can see it's gonna be abused, and that'll be a tough one to play against.
What did you say? Turn 7, coin him out. Turn 8, or this hunter. Turn 8, like, what is that card called?
Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild, and then you get an extra 8-drop random minion, and then turn 9 you Call of the Wild if he didn't already die from your probably rush that you got going on. That card has some crazy implications. But I mean, in an aggro meta, I mean, it is still a late game kind of thing. I mean, it's 1 out of 30 chance. I mean, you're gonna get him. I mean, I think it's gonna be really good. I think that's the only card that is going to easily make, like, legendary status decks. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Eric. That about wraps it up, I think, for Colonel Crosstalk. We're gonna be looking at more cards in the future, but we're gonna keep it just because there are a lot of card reviews out there by a lot of people. But we'll talk about the ones that we think are a little bit crazy. But for now, they are still updating, so we will have more.
Yep, that was Colonel Cross. Back to Skeezy.
Back to me. I was falling asleep for a while.
I did fall asleep twice, but all right, here we
Don't
go.
understand.
Good Colonel Crosstalk, guys. If you guys are into Hearthstone, that was very, very informative. If you're not, then you
fell
took a
asleep.
break from the podcast and got some work done. And now
You're
you
welcome.
can do your regularly scheduled the Relevant Gamers Discuss podcast.
Yeah.
Which is about done.
Yeah, we are almost done. There were no emails this week. This is our questions and emails section. I think we
God
got at
damn it,
least one
people.
viewer. I'm hoping he's got a question for us.
Send us
So
an email.
let's open the floor.
He was asking you about the what you thought about the Necropolis update. I don't think he liked
Great.
it.
I loved it, dude. The levels are fucking way more randomized. Level 1 bat was a lot of fun. It's definitely harder. If you're not playing it with a partner, I'd highly recommend it because you will just get ganked by yourself, and that's that. That's the end of your run. The game is way better with a partner, or even 2 or 3. Is Necropolis worth getting? It's $30. I'd still say that's a little more than I'd like to spend for roguelites. Is it an amazing game? Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun. Looks good. It's unique. It's like mixing Zelda Wind Waker with a Dark Souls game and making it roguelite. And then making it co-op online.
I'd say that
And
the
if
combat
that-
from Wind Waker.
Yeah, right. And if that sounds like your cup of tea, then yes, it's definitely worth $30. Does it have enough replayability in it and enough items and content? Yeah, absolutely. It already does. So, and I mean, I don't think you're gonna run through it and beat it like Skeezy and I did. We were able to beat it like damn near the first night we played it, and they have made it way harder since. So,
Yeah,
What are our
it's a good
thoughts
game.
on Discord? Oh god, dude, I love Discord. I actually when I found about Discord, these guys were using Skype, and Skype was ruining my computer. And so I got on Discord, and we have a Relevant Gamers Discord. The managing is great, permissions are easy, the voice is good, the text is great. Discord is an A+ program in my book.
yeah, I've used Ventrilo and Skype, and Discord is definitely better than both of them.
I wouldn't say it's a direct competitor to TeamSpeak, because TeamSpeak is more in use for like public servers and stuff like that. Like I know Arma 3 has a big RP community where you jump onto a TeamSpeak, and then it's all like distance VoIP, where it's VoIP on proximity and stuff. That's TeamSpeak. But Discord is great if you have a group of friends that you just want to post stuff and talk to throughout the day and through text channels and things like that. But I don't have much experience with TeamSpeak. Skype is fucking garbage. Don't ever touch it.
Yeah, agreed.
Skype has one good quality, and that is the file transferring. Since it's
Yeah,
peer-to-peer,
that's true.
you
That's
can
true.
directly send files, and I'm talking big video files. You can send an entire 2-hour freaking movie to somebody.
He's talking a
just through
full
Skype.
porno.
Yeah,
That's all he's got.
But yeah,
that's a long porno. 2 hours.
You watch the stupid pornos then.
Yeah, and our Discord is for friends. We're all IRL friends that have known each other for a long time, but we all live kind of, some of us live closer, but so I live across the country. But it lets us all, talk and keep together on a daily basis. So it's really good for keeping up with your friends.
You don't have to deal with calling people or hoping they respond to an invite.
Yeah,
Or a text.
It's just
I
you just
hate
hop
that.
in and you're in the room. It's like you all walk into the same
Yeah.
room.
and you can write things, and they can look at them later and things like that. So
Yeah, it's a virtual hangout room with your
yeah,
friends.
it's
a
really
good way
good. And it's solid. It's went down probably twice since we've been using it, and it's only gone down for maybe 10 minutes at most.
And the phone apps for it are getting good reviews too.
Yeah, the apps for it are better than the actual website. Don't use the Discord website. I'm going to say that. If you use Discord, don't use the
That's what you
website.
started with.
Yeah, I've always been on the app. I never used anything.
You just get the software for your computer. I come home, it turns on. I see, oh look, Steve's on. I just unmute it. I'm like, "What up, dude?" He's like, "Oh hey man, I was just chilling, playing game." It's such a good thing.
Yeah, it's really good software.
Okay, well, it is 10 o'clock. if he doesn't have any more questions you guys want to answer, we should get to some random chit chat and hit the road.
Well, I'm not answering any more of his questions, even if he asks them. So sorry, Adam Sawyer. That's it, man. You can only get so much
You're
knowledge.
cut off from
What
Sash.
day.
cut off, man?
You
Sash
can
says
only
no,
get so
you
much
lost
knowledge.
your chance.
We're gonna have to charge for the rest of the knowledge. That's it.
Cut off.
Save them up for next week or ask them in the post show where Kyle, you usually will be playing a game and a few of us will still be here while I edit.
Yeah, Damasoria, we might have to add you BattleNet then. Get up on some Diablo 3 with you
Oh
sometime.
my god, yes. I really want to start playing it again.
Yeah, good point.
I can easily
Why did you
we
change
have
from
one
a
more
tree?
question. Secession, why'd you change from a tree into a wolf made of bark?
This guy doesn't know.
Because-
It's because he does the podcast naked, so we can't put it on Twitch.
I was gonna say, I only
That's
put
my
a
one.
shirt on when I Twitch stream, so, because units aren't allowed.
You don't like my wood? Is that what you're saying?
That wolf would.
I respect women so much that if they can't be topless on stream, I won't be topless on stream.
I think
Gender
Twitch
neutrality
can't
by
topless on
Skeezy.
stream.
Give him a hand.
I'm pretty sure Twitch made that executive decision for you.
There's a reason you can't stream. You live in America.
Nipples are
Probably
offensive.
fat.
They are. What the hell? What's it even doing there?
Oh
I
god.
know what nipples are for.
Right on.
They say nipples develop on men early because before that time, the embryo or fetus doesn't have a gender yet.
Yeah, I think wasn't it like everyone actually starts off as a chick or something, and you turn into a guy. I
I
don't know.
don't know what kind of classes you take. but,
Biology, motherfucker.
You start as a blank slate, dude. Yeah.
Anybody got cool plans for the weekend?
I do what I
You gotta help
want.
someone move.
I was bad at biology. It didn't make sense.
Probably get
Weekend.
drunk on Saturday somewhere.
There you go. Steve's gonna get drunk. What you gonna do, Kyle?
I'm getting drunk. I met new friends last weekend, and it's one of their birthdays, so I'm gonna go get drunk and hopefully not make an ass of myself.
You're gonna
I
make an
know.
ass of yourself.
Jason, help me! I'm drowning.
Yeah,
I
if
told
you need
you.
a pep talk before you go to this party to talk to girls, don't call Jason.
Don't call me.
You're gonna fuck it up, dude.
Don't call me before you go to the party, and I won't call you when I'm in the tree. All right.
I'll
Easy
burn that
peasy.
fucker down.
No
That's
one's
why
life
I
is gonna
won't
get
call
rescued
you.
by either.
Dude, Scaz called me drunk at like 2 a.m. saying he was gonna get raped, and I let him just be. It was-
Yeah, thank God. Freaking Haley's like, where are you? She drove. I was actually like a minute's walk from the house. Turns out.
That kid's got issues.
Hey, you got a viewer.
Thanks.
Okay, well that's the end of Irrelevant Gamers Discuss. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We had fun, right?
Yeah,
I had fun.
Oh, it was good. It was a good show. Absolutely.
I think we had a good let's discuss about games that we can't stand things in.
Yeah,
It was a good
I will
rant.
work hard to come up with another cool topic for next week.
I'll give you another one real quick that I can't send out. Just throw that shit out there, man. I hate fucking servers that have like the host, where if the host quits, the entire fucking lobby crashes. Like it's over for everybody. Like Payday or Metal Gear 5. Like there's so many games nowadays that do that. Like what are you doing, man? Just have the host migrate mid game. It should never ever restart the fucking mission.
Yeah, that Payday was the worst for that.
Oh
man.
my god, that's why I always host myself to make sure that shit doesn't go down.
There you go. One more reason that developers need to step their game up.
Yeah.
All right. But for Colonel Fat 69, Crossjoy TV, and Sashashin, and myself, EA Skeezy, we have been Irrelevant Gamers Discuss. We will be back next week. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
Take it
Bye,
easy,
guys.
fellas.
Bye bye.
Yep.
All right, that was good. Good shit. All right, my microphone